Welcome back to the channel. This is our first training video covering the F-15 and how it compares to the F-16 in BMS. This is our first mission, so a lot of information is in this video. If you're interested in the Eagle, this video is definitely for you. I cover what to bind and the differences between the F-16 and compare the F-15 controls to the F-16 so you know what they do. When we get into 3D, we fly and practice some PvP BVR, get into some air refueling, to get some quality time in the Eagle. It is definitely a great aircraft, and I'm glad it is a part of BMS. I have the entire debrief where there's a ton of learning points, and I have chapters for easy viewing so you can go to exactly what you're interested in. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. So welcome to the first weapon school. I'm going to go over the F-15 over a couple of missions, maybe 4 or 5 missions. And as you can see, you could fly the F-16 still if you would like. We're going to go over some of the cockpit layout, the stick, the throttle, vertical situation display, aka the radar FCR, navigation, radios, link 16 and tactical data link, and then some of the common formations and some tips on how to get information because we have the canopy bow that's in the way, so it's kind of hard to see compared to the F-16. This is the cockpit layout. This is what it looks like. This is the MPCD, multi-purpose color display. This is where your sit page is, your situation page, and your weapons are. Your master arm switch is right here. This is your VSD, vertical situation display, where it's basically your FCR, it's your radar. And this is the RWR. And these other instruments are assortment of your 6-pack. You got your altimeter, your vertical velocity, HSI, and different things here. And then this important one here, this is your mode, master mode panel. So this middle one should be on by default. That's basically your nav mode. If that light is on, you cannot shoot missiles, you can't lock up anything. You're basically just a flying, very expensive piece of equipment. So if you have this middle light on, you cannot tactically do anything, even if you have your master arm on. So if you want to go tactically, make sure you can click this, or you can click F2. It'll disable your nav mode. You click that, and then now all your weapons are free to be able to be used, and you can lock stuff up, turn on your master arm switch, and everything should be good. Fuel is down here, has the total right here, and then it has the total in number and a dial value right here. But your total is I think there's a total right here, and there's a left and right. So if you add the left and right, you get your total. And if you read the dial, it'll give you your total. At the moment, we don't have bingo, so you can't set up your bingo. I think bingo is around default if you haven't changed anything. So if you haven't changed your bingo, like in BMS, then it should be 3,500.
Okay, I got it set for usual 6,900 for bags.
Okay, then it's probably going to be 69 for you then.
Yeah.
Got your warning panel over here. And of course your HUD. This is your basically your Comm 1. It's the ICP, but it only has your comms. I'll go over that in more detail later. On the right side here, this is your INS. This is on by default when you go into taxi mode. But this is your INS, and then your steer points are right here to go increase and decrease. And I'll go over that later on. So if you guys want to do a ramp start, not today, we're not doing a ramp start today, but if you want to do it in your own time, you'll be more familiar with all of the switches here, but this whole panel is basically not implemented. The changes. Oh, and this is your Comm 2. This is basically your intra-flight stuff. So you got your channel right here. You go up and down from 15 to whatever. I'll go over that in more detail as well. And then right here is your radar control panel. This has your amount of bars that your radar's scanning. So you got your 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 6 bar, and 8 bar. So this thing can scan 8 bars, which is cover like 100,000 feet of airspace. It's ridiculous. And it also has your azimuth or your range. So you change your range from 10 miles to 20 miles and so on. Then it has your azimuth search right here. It has like the width of your beam as it's going. Got 20 degrees, 40 degrees, then I think 120 degrees. And then the rest of the stuff is not implemented at the moment. But it's more of a manual type of airplane, so if you need to change your bars, it's right on the side of you right here. If you need to do your azimuth, you could bump the cursor side to side. It'll increase and decrease your azimuth, as along with your range. If you bump it up or bump it down, it'll increase and decrease your azimuth as there as well. So it's kind of the same as the F-16, but you still have those manual buttons available for you to use. Any questions on the overall layout?
Is there any place that shows the radar altimeter? Or is that even a thing?
I don't think.
I didn't find it.
Yeah, I don't think it does. Oh, maybe this right here. That's not the backup thing. So no, I don't think it does. Yeah, I've been looking for that too. I've been like, where's that at? It doesn't have it.
I was also looking for because I use the extraction.
Yeah.
And I have everything extracted, but the RWR is not extracted on
Oh, okay.
the program that I'm using.
If
And
you
all-
use just your normal F-16 extractions, I bet they work.
Okay, because I'm using.
I mean, it doesn't look right, but they work.
Yeah, I'm using something else, but that's okay. And also the radio coordinates, for your course and heading.
Yeah.
Number 13.
13.
Right underneath 4. Right in the middle. Or is that
Oh, 4.
15?
It's
Yeah, that's
15.
Oh, so
15.
your HSI horizontal
Yeah.
situation display, yeah.
Yep, that one. Yeah, I can't get that to extract. I have it extracted on the 16, but on the 15, I can't find it
Oh,
to extract.
I noticed on the HSI that I couldn't get you couldn't use the mouse wheel to get the course and the heading to go up.
yeah.
You had to
They
click.
fixed that with U4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, thank God, because I can't stand clicking it 69 times to get it over.
Right.
Yeah.
So they fixed that, and most of the other knobs you can
Yeah,
use your
if you
scroll wheel.
haven't if you haven't bounded on the 16, that should work.
You're talking about with a rotary?
Yeah, with the rotary.
Yeah, I have it bounded. It didn't work.
Oh,
But
well, it's fixed. Yeah, it
I'll
fixed it.
try it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it works.
But yeah, so that's one thing I couldn't stand for a while. So this is it in more detail. Got the a blurry detail, but there's a pretty. If you search like F-15 layout, and I think in the docs it has a pretty. I got this from the documents, and it's pretty. Its resolution is really good, so you can zoom in and actually read all the stuff. So it might be worth
Yeah.
looking at. So here's the stick. Got the F-15 on the left, the 16 on the right. I kind of translate it as best as I can for the quickness. So you got your autopilot, nose gear steering, and all that stuff down here. So the DMS switch on the 16, or display management switch, kind of translates to number 6. The castle switch here, used for moving between the VSD, the radar, and the sit page. So it's moving your cursor back and forth between these two sensors here. And it's up and down. So if you go up, you go to your FCR, your VSD, and then down to go to the sit page. And then uncage number 2, right here, is used for uncage, the seeker on the AIM-9. Also, it's used for high gain on the nose wheel steering. So the only reason why you would want to use this is if you need to turn really, really sharply. So it'll increase the angle that your nose wheel actually turns as you're using your pedals to turn around. That's what that does. And then the nose wheel steering on the F-16 kind of translates to the countermeasures, and the paddle switch. Let's see. And hold to disable, yeah. So the countermeasures is kind of like your CMS. So this paddle switch here, you press it once, it goes through your default first program, which is, I don't know what your default is, but mine is chaff. And then there's 2 countermeasures. There's the manual 1, and there's manual 2, which is on the throttle. I'll go over later. So that's the paddle switch. Default is chaff, and you hold it as you're taking off. Once you get above the speed you would normally disable the nose wheel steering on the F-16, you need to hold this so it'll disable the nose wheel steering. You don't want to move around too much because you'll get yeeted off the runway. So so you have to disable nose wheel steering by holding that down, and whatever you do not press number 2, so you'll have high gain going 100 knots down the runway. So you don't want to do that either. Don't get these two mixed up. So make sure you hold down the paddle switch as you're taking off. Also, when you're landing, when you get to a certain speed, you can let go of it and use your normal nose wheel steering to move around. So TMS and dogfight mode, they kind of translate to number 4, the auto acquisition switch. So if you lock something up with your TDC, which is your cursor, if you lock something up by pressing on the cursor, it'll lock something up. If you want to unlock it, you depress the auto acquisition switch. So number 4, you would press it down. That'll unlock the target and bring you back into search mode. Forward is for dogfight mode, basically a super search mode. If you're already in search mode, if you're locked onto a target, it'll put it into TWS, so it'll track while scan. I think in the 15 it's called like search while scan or something else, but it's the same exact thing. So if you're already locked onto something, you go auto acquisition forward. It'll give you basically like a SA mode, so it'll keep the person that you're locked onto in a TWS sense, and it'll bring up the other targets in the area in the TWS mode that gives them a velocity vector and whatnot. Any questions on this page? And there's no, like, obviously there's less buttons, so there's no target management switch, there's no display management switch, but it kind of translates to what I said on there. But any questions on this page so far? Ooh. Throttle. So this is the 15 on the left, 16 on the right. As you can see, it's a little different. So number 6, the radar cursor, which is the TDC, the target designator control, it's literally the cursor, so it's the same thing. But instead of using the TMS switch on the stick to lock something up, you press this button to lock it up. CMS switch, the countermeasures, which is like number 9. This is the manual 2, so it'll go through your secondary program. So for me, it's flares. So once you go into manual 2, it'll manually kick out flares. Target step is the multifunction switch. You kind of cycle through like TMS right, TMS right. If you're in TWS mode of the 16, you can step between the targets. So that is the same thing as multifunction switch up. And if you're in TWS mode, it'll cycle through the different targets with that button. Dogfight switch is to weapon wise, so it won't put your radar into sweep mode. You got to use the other button to put it in the sweep mode, auto acquisition forward. But to select your gun, you go aft on number 1. So you go aft on the weapon select switch. The middle is SRM, which is like AIM-9s and infrared missiles. And then forward is your medium range missiles like your AIM-7s and your AIM-120s. So how to remember that is gun is closest to you, so it'll be closer to you, so you want to use that close. Middle is in the middle, and then medium range is far away. Missile step is like it's like on the 16, it kind of goes to like the boat switch, which is this number 2 here. It selects between the missiles that whatever mode you're in. So if you're in medium range mode and you select forward, it'll switch between, I think it'll switch between 2. Oh, it'll switch between your AIM-7s and your AIM-120s if you have both. If you only have one, it won't switch between the stations. It'll only switch between the 2 missiles. So if you have AIM-9s or AIM-7s and AIM-120s, and you do boat switch forward, it'll step between the missiles. If you do it, if you're in the short range missile mode, I think it steps through the it steps through 2 of them. So it randomly picks 2, and you can step between 2 of them. And if you go to gun, it'll obviously just go to your gun. So that's what the boat switch does. It switches between different missiles for now. Any questions on this? So here we are, the FCR, or F-15 Language Vertical Situation Display, VSD. So a little bit more different symbology, but more or less it's basically the same. So you got your range that you're searching. The range that you're searching, so you're searching upwards of 40,000 feet. And then right here, it's a bug, but they fixed it in the next one. So this is like the bottom portion of your target that your radar searching. So same thing as the S-16. Right here is the altitude of the target that your TDC is on. So it doesn't show up next to the contact anymore. So all you have to do is just put your captain's bars over it. It'll pop up over here, the target of the target's altitude. This is the non-cooperative, whatever, it shows you what jet it is depending on its aspect. So it'll show you it right there. Up here you got the target speed, so whatever you're locked onto, that's the speed. That's the aspect angle. That's the heading it's going. This is the scope that you currently have on your VSD. Down here is your speed, ground speed. This is the TDC location, that's the bullseye. So whatever your TDC is going, that's the bullseye you call out. This is the pre-launch time for the missile. And then right here is your own true speed. Then over here is the dynamic launch zone. And everything is basically the same. You got your loft angle here, you got your closure rate there, our arrow, our pi, our opt, and everything is the same right here.
The loft angle is only shown here and not on the HUD, right? Currently.
Yeah, it's not on the HUD. I haven't really paid attention to loft stuff in this thing, but I don't see it on the HUD, that's for sure. Usually I'm looking at the HUD most of the time. And this is a steer point.
The closure rate is on the radar screen.
Yeah, and it's on the HUD. I think that shows on the HUD too, but the loft angle, I don't think it's on the HUD. But the closure rate shows up on both. And obviously the dynamic launch zone.
Yeah, I remember that. One thing that, oh goodness, it doesn't have a pipper to show you. Let's say if you're 45 degrees off the target, it doesn't tell you. Doesn't have a line. So like like the 16.
Oh, on the HUD, yeah, it doesn't have a target locator line.
No.
Yeah, if you're locked onto something and it's outside the HUD, it doesn't show you which direction it is. So you have to look at your radar to see if it's right or left. That's how you can kind of at least turn in the right direction.
Yeah.
Kind of have to use this. And then these circles here is your azimuth of your radar. So this is the full. I think it's 120. I think. So this is the full scope, and it also has the triangles like in the F-16. So the triangles at what it's doing. And if you go to 60 degrees, it'll obviously get skinnier, and it'll just go between those 2 dots.
Now, also notice even in nav mode, it doesn't, on the HUD, it doesn't give you an indication of whether to turn right or left.
No, there's a line. There's a small little vertical line next to your velocity airplane vector. It's kind of weird because when you turn, it like goes center, but then when you roll out again, it goes back to where it was. But there is a direction of where it shows you.
Practice on that.
Yeah, it's a vertical line that shows up in nav mode.
I didn't see a steer point tadpole on the HUD.
Yeah, so we're talking about there's no steer point tadpole. It's a vertical line now.
Okay, I thought he was talking about an aiming cue or something.
Oh no, doesn't have that either. So this is your target or your steer point. So it'll show up as triangles with the number next to it. So if you see that on there, it's just your steer points. And then this is what it looks like with not locked onto anything. So this is jamming. So you'll see that it's actually pretty more than this. So it's like it goes up the whole thing. And there's probably twice as many boxes. So you don't really burn through anything. You just kind of start seeing radar contacts in between the boxes here. So it's kind of hard to decipher which one it is. But what you can do is kind of move the TDC up the jammer, and then once you get near something, a altitude will pop up. That's how you can kind of tell which of these dots is actual target or actual contact.
Also TWS.
Or yeah, or
It helps.
TWS, it helps a little bit too. And so when you're in equivalent search mode, but it's also RWS in the F-15, it just comes up as dots, and it just gives you history tracks. It doesn't tell you which way it's going. So this one is probably going this way towards you. This one is, I think the top one is lighter, but it doesn't have a aspect tadpole to tell you which way it's going. So that's a little difficult. But once you lock onto it, it'll give you it after that. Yeah, ECM, RWS does not show aspect, TW aspect. Once you go into TWS, then it'll start giving you aspect tadpole tails on the contacts. Any questions on this?
Just one comment. In order to get, you can go into TWS by pushing your TDC down, and then what is it? Auto acquisition aft, is it?
I think it's forward. I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's forward. Forward if in dogfight. Locks. Oh yeah, enter TWS. So yeah, forward.
Yeah, if you're locked on to something.
Oh, so if you're not, you can go backwards.
You can go into TWS without being any contacts, just by putting it in away from any contact and then holding down TDC and then auto acquisition aft.
Okay, I'll have to try that then.
But it also narrows your search.
Yeah, I think it's a little smaller. And also, you can shoot in TWS mode. It's much better in the F-15. So don't worry as much with STTing everything, because it works better with the F-15 because of the radar. So keep that in mind. I had to develop trust in that because I didn't trust it.
Question on the F-16, is it better now that they changed the one? TWS might be better, or is it still the same?
No, it's still
changed the 120.
Yeah, it's still the same.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's like emergency mode. If you need to shoot, you might as well do dual target track if you want to shoot it two at once. Continuing, so navigation. So this is that panel on the right side, the INS panel. It's this one right here. So it's just on your right side, right hip there. So this has your steer points, 6 and 7. So you can either map it to a button that's more easier to press, so you don't have to keep moving your mouse and look next to you. So it's your steer points. 6 is increase. I think it's the other way around. That's what it said on the thing. Guess it is. So 6 is increase and 7 is decrease. Oh wait, let me see. 6 decrease, but it's backwards. So yeah, 6 is to decrease and 7 is to increase. So more if you go to the right, that's where it increases, and that's how you decrease your steer points. The steer points, so where you take off from is B. So on your HUD, you'll have a Bravo, a B next to where your steer point numbers are in the F-16 in the bottom right side. You'll have a B there, and then once you go to the next steer point, it'll go to 1. So technically, all your steer points are off by 1 digit.
By off, yeah. I noticed that.
Yeah, so they're off by 1 compared to what you saw in 2D. So they're just off by 1.
Yeah, I tried landing on 1. I couldn't find the
And
airport.
it's just a road, roadie.
Exactly.
Weird round circle. So yeah, so it's a little off. So gee whiz. And then everything else, if you want to do ramp start, you'll learn everything else. It's really not too much to do. Yeah, first B, all others starting at 1. Yep, that's about it. And the steer points, it'll come up on your HUD. It'll say B, and then like the distance 1. I think it says the distance. Then it'll give you different things like that.
So when you say select steer 2, we're actually going to be showing steer 1.
Correct.
Wait,
What? And then so
No,
if I'm in the 15, I'll use whatever I see. I won't go back to whatever I see in 2D. It's kind of confusing to do the math in your head. So I'll just say whatever it is, because it makes it super easy. So go to steer point 1. It's like, okay, cool. Literally go to steer point 1. If I say go home or go to base or something else, I'll say base. Reference base.
So you're not going to say go to steer point 1, but actually it's 2.
Yeah, no, it's confusing. No.
But it could be 3.
Yeah. Could be 7. Who knows what it is?
Right.
So I'll just use literally what it says. Make it a little easier. So the radios, so that's the up front. That's this is Comm 1, Comm 2, like up here. Comm 1 is up here. Comm 2 is down here on your left side. So Comm 1, you got your channel switch. So this is how you cycle between your presets. So for tower, it's of course 2, 3, and it goes on from there to 6, and then back up or down depending where you're going. So you just use the mouse click to do that, or you could set up a button on your keyboard or your screens or whatever, because it's kind of annoying to always have to pick up your hand and go and change it. You also have the manual frequencies here. You just change number 3. So usually it's in Chan. So you go back to man, and then now your manual frequency will use this box there. And this is your volume for your Comm 1. Mode 3, you don't really mess with that because it sets it up for you.
Yeah, and the with my extractions, I do still have the extraction for the DED, like on the 16.
Yeah.
And it shows Comm 1, Victor, and Uniform, and their channels.
Interesting.
And it shows it on the 15 also.
Okay.
And I could change the I already got a preset, for Victor and Uniform to change the channels, but to actually manually change the frequency, I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, it happens not very. It's going to happen today. So today we're using a tanker, so we'll have to do that today. But there won't be any enemies in it. You're pretty much it's all quiet when you do that. When you're changing manually changing the frequencies. So Comm 2 on the left, same thing. You got your manual frequency here, and then you have your Chan, same thing, Chan and man. And then your volume for your Comm 2 is this RI JTIDS volume knob. You change that to up your volume. And then the channel is this button number 7. That's how you increase. So you'll start at 15 or whatever you start at for your intra-flight. And then you go to 16, 17, or 18, depending on which flight you're in. And that's the radios. What's up?
No backup.
No. No, there's only 2 radios.
Okay.
I think. I haven't really looked into that, but probably.
I looked everywhere. I couldn't find it.
Okay, yeah, there's 2 radios then. And then, so the interesting part. So here's the tactical data link. So you got, red is bad, yellow is unknown, blue and green are good. That's self-explanatory. And then this is you down here, the center, depending on if you have it as centered or I forgot what the other one was called, centered or DEP or something. So it's depending on where you are. If you're in the center or on the bottom here. So it's super nice to have because you see all these different colors of different things, and in the 15 you could see it literally what everything is based on their not nationality, but if they're friendly or not. So it'll maybe at like 70 miles you'll get a yellow, and then after a couple minutes pass it'll transition to whatever the friendly is. So if it's friendly, it usually is pretty quick on the IFF, quote unquote, for it to come up on your screen here. But if it's enemy, it takes a little while longer to deem it as enemy or a hostile, a bandit. So got the noses here. That's the vector. Got the target altitude underneath. Same thing with the blue side. You got the target altitude underneath, and you have the vector which way it's going. What this basically means, a surveillance track, that means that your radar doesn't see it. So you see how the surveillance track is behind you. Your radar is obviously not going behind you, so the Link 16 knows it's there, but your aircraft specifically can't see it with the radar, so therefore it's dashed. And then when your radar does find it, it turns solid. With the bandits and the unknowns, there's no surveillance track. It's just always like that. So if you don't see it on the radar, but you see it on your sit page, then you need to take note of the altitude and adjust your radar tilt accordingly, because it just might be outside of your view there. There's a target line, so this is what you're targeted to. It doesn't show your other flight members where they're targeted on. So just remember that it's only yours, and your wingman does not see what you're targeted onto. Pretty much it for here. The blue is your friendly flight members. Something I've noticed is blue also is like other F-15s. So if there's another F-15, even if it's not inside of your flight, it'll still come up as blue. So sometimes tonight it might be kind of confusing to see that. Also, the number inside of the symbol, you would think that is the number of the person in your flight, but I would not trust that at all whatsoever. I've seen my number 2 as number 1. I've seen my number 3 as number 4. And I've seen everybody as number 1 before. So don't trust the number inside of this spot, outside of this circle. So, and they're fixing all that as well. Go ahead.
Numbers. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, number 6. Have you figured out the 2 lines, dotted or slashed lines on either side of the target? One, you see how one side's lit up yellow and the other side's grayed out? Is there a specific meaning for those?
I think that's just your TDC, your target bars. Is that what you're talking about? These 2 lines here?
Yeah, why is it grayed out on one side?
It doesn't seem grayed out. It just seems yellow.
No, one is highlighted. One is it's a lot brighter. The right side is brighter.
That's probably just maybe a pixel thing. Yeah, it probably just how this picture came out, but it means the same thing. Your target designator control is just over it.
Okay.
And
thought maybe being
it's
grayed
locked.
out mean you're losing it or something.
Oh no, it'll blink if you're losing it.
Okay.
It'll do that like 7-second blink and it'll disappear.
Okay. My question was like on the 16, if you want to IFF somebody or the entire picture, you usually TMS left, and I still haven't found a way to do this here.
It's not implemented. There's no IFF yet. The only IFF you got is the colors that on your sit page.
Gotcha.
So that's you could use that for IFF. That's something you could use. If it's red, then it's definitely hostile. Gotcha. If you see red and blue, it means it's a furball. So if you see yellow, it means it's unknown. So it's probably like like I think in our Balkan stuff, the Hungarians, they were coming up as yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd be doing a lot of switch to this display and then zoom in, check what's going on, then zoom out, and then back to your radar.
Yeah, so it's not sensor fusion as we're used to. So you got to go back and forth. So definitely use. So if you use your cursor on your VSD, you could see the cursor on your sit page. So if you move the cursor over here, and it's right there, so your cursor should be in the same spot. So there's an enemy somewhere right there. So if you see a target right where your cursor is and it corresponds to the red here, it's probably the enemy. So just kind of just go back and forth on that.
Yeah.
And you can only lock on your radar screen. So if you make sure you have it as soy, make sure you push up on the castle switch, so this could be soy. If it's not soy, you won't have any captain's bars. So that's how you know if it's soy or not. So make sure this is soy. While doing that, you can kind of move around this to kind of look for bandits.
That's what I was about to say. You could even make this screen soy, but you can't lock on. You
No,
can't lock
yeah,
on the
nope,
target.
cannot lock on. So remember that. Yeah, and I think it's depends. So this adjusts to your radar. So if you increase your radar scope, this increases as well. Sometimes it could get really, really small when you're at 200 something miles. So if you need to see something closer, you could do that. So common formation. So it's a little hard to see in the blind spots. So if you have your wingman go into the blind spot, do something. Slow down, speed up. Don't just stay there and be blind for more than 30 seconds. So move around to make sure you get them outside of the blind spot. Either bring the aircraft in front or behind the bar, so you don't so they don't creep up on you because you can't see them anymore. But yeah, this is just leftovers from the other one, line abreast, wedge, and stuff like that. Especially during BFM, there's a giant bar now, so make sure you adjust accordingly. If you're in BFM, you have that that bar in front of you. That's just about it for the F-15. Any overall questions before we start the mission brief?
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because
Hold on, I'm looking at my list.
Oh, God.
Just kidding.
Laundry list. Okay.
I'm glad I'm not starting anything new.
Yeah, it's fun to do. It's fun. I enjoy
No,
it.
I gotta learn one before I can get to the other.
That's fair.
Although the bomber thing is interesting to me because it kind of uses the same cockpit. It's just
Yeah,
different flight dynamics. So that's kind of good.
So today we got the aggressors. We have the Eagles, and then 2 flights of Eagles, and then the aggressors. Right now, I want everyone to go into setup and to make sure that your invulnerability is set right there. If it's not, let me know.
What, can you point to that again?
You go to setup up there, top of the setup, and then you go make sure your invulnerability is green.
Oh, okay. So we don't die.
Yeah, don't die, because the Eagles have real missiles, and then the 16s have the CATMs. So I don't want to schwack the 16s.
What are we, Korea?
Or United States? What do you mean?
No. To get into the.
no,
Are we in
KTO.
KTO, right?
Yeah, KTO. Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
I thought you were in already.
No. I was.
This is going to be interesting.
So the plan is, so I got the 15s. We're down here. And then the 16s are up here. They're
we're flying against 16s.
Yeah. So aggressors. So we got the 16s up there, and then the 15s down there. Let me see. I don't think I have any SAMs. I don't think I have anything. Nothing up there. I don't know why it shows me that there's search radars.
We're gonna get shot.
Like surprise! There's SA-10s. So there aren't any SAMs up there.
Goodness, I gotta get out. Hold on a minute.
So the 16s will be up here. You can kind of split up the 16 since there's 4 of you. We'll be in what was it? Eagle will be in the eastern box. Dog will be in the western box, and you guys could split up 2 and 2 on eastern and western box. We'll do a couple dry runs just to get used to what the radar looks like, and you just do hooks. So you just go in and you just turn around and just kind of do some orbits so we can just get used to the radar. And then I'll call fights on. That's when we start fighting. So we'll shoot off missiles, you shoot off your CATMs, and we'll just go from there. So when you shoot off the CATMs, there will be a beep. When you shoot them, it'll be a single beep. That's fine, it's normal, and everything else works the same. When you get hit by a CATM, there's a long beep. So it's about 3 or 4 seconds long. You'll hear it. If you miss it, then I don't know what to tell you. but you'll definitely hear a 4-second beep when you get hit. When you get hit, just kind of say that you're dead over the uniform 6. So to say that dog 3-2 dead 14,000, and you'll just go in the opposite direction of where you were fighting, and then once you pass the outer border, north or southern outer border of your box, you could say that you're alive and come back in. Once you do die, I want you to go below 10,000 feet or below. Once you die, so you turn around, you go down the 10,000 feet, you fly to your far zone, you respawn, you say Eagle 3-3 alive, and you'll just come back in and it'll be all normal. The CATMs, there is no limit on how many. So you may have 2 missiles, but you have unlimited missiles since it's CATMs. The Eagles we have, I think I gave us 4 120s and 2 AIM 7s or something. So we have some AIM 7s to use if you want to use them. And yeah, and after that, if we have some time, we'll see if we can do some tanking or at least some formation practice. And then we'll do a couple touch and goes at the airfield, and then we'll land and debrief afterwards.
Eagle 2-3, Victor check.
Eagle 2-2, copy. Eagle 2-2.
Yep, reach you both. One's in.
1, your volume is very low.
Very low. Is it good now?
Better.
Well, you might need to change your volume for your Comm 2. It's usually low by default.
Copy that.
So it's been a couple times with me. My INS has been off, so make sure you look to your right side and make sure you have that little INS box. Make sure you have the yellow digits and numbers in there.
No, copy that. It's on.
Copy, you said it's on.
Yep. I have all the steer points.
3-1, hold start, runway 27 left. For takeoff.
All right, cool. Yeah, but mine's every other time it like off when I get in. It's weird.
Yeah, I even got the purple V1, V2, V3.
Put me in out in the taxi right on dog 3-1.
It seems like it was starting to taxi you guys out. Eagle 2 is in the pit, or 3 in the pit, waiting on green jets.
Dog 3 is in the pit, waiting on green jets. 2 in the pit.
Dog 3, roger. Dog 3, roger. Eagle 2, roger.
Yeah, so for green, all you basically have to do is just make sure you can talk, make sure you're on channel 2, and I guess put your flaps into auto. That's kind of it. One's green.
2 green.
3 green. The C doesn't do takeoff trim like the E does, does it?
The seat.
Like the C, like the F-15C.
You're talking about reset for takeoff trim?
I take off.
How about a reset for takeoff trim?
Yeah, like does it do takeoff trim automatically?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
But it should be whatever you have it as. If you don't touch it, it's fine.
Okay.
One's gonna taxi out of the hangar here. Eagle 2 is taxiing out of the hangar. Gonna follow the F-16s on the tarmac here.
Two, one got you visual. 2 taxi.
Three taxi.
Dog 3, 2 green jets ready to taxi.
Two, one.
Request takeoff runway.
Go ahead.
Notice we got
11, Osan, runway 27 left.
Nightmare
Takeoff.
4 green jets.
2 7-9s and 2
Ground,
120Cs.
Dog 3, 1, 2 F6.
Yeah, no,
two
yeah, we got
F-15s,
mixture of stuff.
ready for departure.
Which one do you want us to use first?
We'll use the AIM 7s first to get them use out of them.
Ground, Nightmare 4, 16, 4 ship. Request taxi for departure.
Good afternoon. Nightmare 4, your number 3 for departure. All present position. Give way to Nog 3, 4, F-15, taxiing Foxtrot.
Seems like Nightmare is already on the taxiway, so go ahead and continue.
Nightmare 4, 1, taxi.
Oh, I got a question. Can we do a hot pit refuel?
Pretty sure you still can, yeah.
Cool.
Eagle taxiing behind Nightmare.
Dog 3 taxiing behind Eagle.
Request taxi for departure.
Hunter 1-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 30880. Hunter 1, hold short. Hunter 1-1, contact tower. Switch to 30880. Nightmare 4-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 30880. Dog 3, taxi, Foxtrot, Echo, and hold short, runway 27 left.
Dragnet 1-1, sunrise.
Eagle 2-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 30880.
Eagle pushing tower. See ya.
Eagle 2, hold short.
Yeah, it does work. Up, too tough off.
Nightmare 4-1, Osan Tower. You're out of line, mister. Contact the stop when you land. Nightmare 4-1, contact departure. Hunter 1-1, contact departure.
Hunter 1, unrestricted,
Nightmare
going
4-2,
for
Osan
15,000.
Tower. You're out of line, mister. Contact the stop when you land. Nightmare 4-2, contact departure. Eagle 2, Osan Tower, wing 250 at 1 knots. Runway 27 left. You are cleared for takeoff.
Eagle 2, clear for unrestricted climb to 18,000. Go ahead, 2.
It's going to actually want me on your right or left.
And there's space on the right, so on the right side.
See that? 2 said.
Alright, 5 seconds, and let's get on going.
Dog 3-1, Tower Dog 3-1, 2 ship F-15, ready for departure.
Dog 3, hold short. Altitude. Altitude.
Good.
Dog 3, Osan Tower,
Three
wind
Herbert.
50 at 1 knots. Runway 27 left. You are cleared for takeoff. Eagle 2-1, contact departure.
Clear for takeoff, 27 left, Dog 3.
Damn, woman.
Unrestricted climb there, baby! Alright, steer point 1, left steer point 1, climbing 10,000.
2, 3.
Go ahead and switch uniform 6, tactical frequency.
2.
Eagle flight, check in, tactical.
Eagle 2-2, copy on deck. Eagle 2-3 on first.
Eagle 2, flight of 3 F-15s, airborne, as fragged, heading to the west.
on the INS page, just like the steer points.
The steer points are, it's on the nav controls, those two little buttons there above the, yeah, it says steer on the INS on the right side. Just below on the INS panel where those yellow digits are, it's right underneath.
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, this is nice.
Now you see, you're going to steer point 1, there should be a vertical bar. That kind of tells you which direction you need to go.
Got it.
Go ahead and steer 3.
Three.
And if your HUD gets all weird, you have the disk CO switch on your HUD. It's the SIM, the second switch from the left. It'll put your symbology in the middle.
Yeah, I got that line on my left side.
Yeah, it's for the steer point, but if you need to center your HUD, like symbology for the wind, there's a symbology disco equivalent on the HUD set on where your ICP is, just above the brightness.
Yeah, no, I've got that.
Okay.
Yeah, but the steer line is still a little bit to my left.
Yeah, I'm creeping over there. It's kind of weird because if you turn, it like goes all the way to the right, so it's kind of weird right now.
Yeah, copy that. Man, the speed on this thing is excellent.
Yeah, we're just cruising at Mach 0.7, nothing. Alright, flight reference steer 4 coming right. And 2, go ahead and go echelon left, be on the other side, or 3, echelon left. And 2, you have your boards out just a little bit. There we go. Nightmare Eagle. Nightmare Eagle.
Eagle, the Nightmare.
I was just checking in, make sure you're airborne. Yeah, set up. Go to your whichever one you want to in the box, and just let us know when you're ready. We'll let you know when we're ready.
Okay, right. We're splitting elements. One element's gonna go west box, one east, and we'll call in as right when ready.
Affirm. Dog Eagle.
Go for dog.
I was making sure you're airborne, heading. I think you're the far west one. We'll go to the east one, the closer one.
West. We'll go west. Roger that.
Yeah, steer points. You're in the west box. So this first engagement, I want the Eagles to use your AIM 7s, and the F-16s, the Vipers, don't shoot on this first engagement. We're going to use our AIM 7s for a little bit. So if you want to defend Vipers, you can. If you don't, then that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Just want to get a few shots off on the AIM 7s. But for the Vipers, no shot on this first one.
Nightmare Wilco.
Just a cool shot.
Really, it's really how you test and see if you guys have invulnerability or not. Yeah, it's a pretty cool shot here. Reference steer 5. Let's practice some formation here. Flight, go echelon right.
3.
Eagle, dog.
Go for Eagle.
I'm having a hard time seeing which the box on the display.
Yours should be the farthest one, the western box. It should be where your steer points are. It should be the southern line of the steer points, basically.
Southern line of the steer points.
Yeah, your box is your box and steer points. They share the southern portion, so your box should be the west, this farther one.
Copy.
Go ahead.
Still have no contact. Scanning 80 miles out from 12,000 to 56.
Hey, firm. Yeah, this radar has a stupid scan range, so it's kind of crazy how F-16s you gotta separate the stuff, but this it doesn't truly really matter. But yeah.
It's weird.
I see if we can stay at 27,000. Gonna continue a little bit more.
Oh, cool. The F-tip works.
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah, engine stuff. Yeah, it works. Dog, Eagle.
Go for Eagle.
Is your altitude 20? Are you which direction are you going? What heading do you have?
Currently turning around. I went too far. Trying to go back to. Currently traveling at 1/4. Turning left.
Okay, I see. Yeah, you went to steer 9. Try to go to steer 5. It should be your steer point over there in the west.
Copy that. No, I wasn't heading to steer 9. I was just heading in the wrong direction.
Okay. We're gonna orbit here to get them a little bit closer. I'm gonna go to the left here, but now's a good time to press that ADI button, the nav, right next to your altimeter to the left. Should be 3 letters saying ADI in red. You click that to get out of nav mode, and now you can properly fence in. Lead is 12,000.
Who's that? Let's think 12,000.
3's fenced in, 13,000.
Eagle 2, flight at 3, ready in the east, orbiting for timing.
Nightmare 3 is ready for that box.
firm. Give us about a minute or so. We'll let you know when we're back hot. Alright, we're going to do our AIM 9, so make sure you set up your medium missiles and select your AIM 9s. AIM 7s, make sure you select those, and then remember you got to lock them up by pressing the target designator's control, the cursor. Hit that twice and it should go to STT.
What's the terminology for what missile you have selected?
On your screen, the MPCD, the color screen, there should be a AA on the right side of the bottom row of buttons. Let me know when you click it.
Yep, you just click on the 7.
Yeah, and you click the 7. I think it's your boat switch back and forth. You can go between a 120s and the 7.
Okay, so we're locking on to the green, right?
Locking onto the green. Yeah, green on the radar, but right in front of us is friendly right now. Go heading 090. Once we turn, go ahead and delay your turn so we can spread out a little bit here, and make sure that your AIM 7s are selected. Alright, 1 is turning hot. All players, fights on for Eastern Box.
Fights on, Nightmare 3.
I'm showing 29 and 30.
Nightmare, we are going to orbit around the western box. We're going to orbit and let us know when you're ready.
Say again, 2? Basically, we can cheat. We see the green on there. So it's basically on the other side of the box, bullseye 32926.
Yep, got it. 32929.
A firm I'll sort range, so I'll get the first one, and then 2 get the second, 3 get the third. I think there's only 2 of them, so 1 and 2 will be shooting. Go ahead and press J for jammer. One has the leader locked. One is going to crank left a little bit, 2 keep going straight, 3 cover 2.
Yeah, I got the straight one. 3.
Seems like the leader's turning cold.
He's burning. 2-3, I see a third bandit behind the one I got locked up.
I only see 2 there. Might be the tanker. Sure it's not the tanker?
Not sure.
Okay, I'll take it 00534.
They're splitting up.
Alright, yeah, I got the split. I'll get the left one.
I got the right one. $980 knots.
One's locked. left trailer.
Yep, I got counter. Lost track, lost track. Reacquired. Fox 1, bullseye, 30717.
1 Fox 1 30817. Target dragging. One's cranking right, correction left.
Just a minute.
Uh-oh. Merged for...
He's at Angel 21.
She's merged.
Copy, merged. Continuing with the other bandit, he's hot on us again.
Dog nightmare.
Should be on station in the western box in about 30 seconds.
Fox 1, close.
Chat, flare.
Nightmare 3-3 gets exiting playground.
Affirm, terminate Eastern Box, terminate Eastern Box. So Eastern Box, we're going to reset.
Copy.
2 copies.
3 copies.
Stock 3 on station, western box.
Nightmare on station, western box.
Western box, fight on.
Nightmare 4, western box, fight on.
This is basically what it's like, but of course they're going to be red, so it's pretty accurate when it comes to colors and stuff. So this is basically what it's like, but red. So flight reference 180, let's go south.
3. So I had one locked with a AIM-9 uncaged there, and the missile would not fire.
I've had it where, like, it's a hung store for some reason, and then I can't do anything because you can't switch stations. So I've had that happen before, so it might be one of those times. But I had a mission where I had a whole bunch of AIM 120s, and I couldn't shoot a single thing because one was borked.
Does it say that in the store space?
I haven't seen it say it anywhere. It looks pretty normal, other than you can't shoot.
I did get an overG warning when I merged, so maybe I broke all my shit.
Yeah, maybe. Light reference steer, was this 4? Steer 4.
2 copies.
3.
Be aware, I launched in Fox 3.
Oopsie. Light weapon, or fuel check, one is 11.4.
Oh, crap. 275.
Jeebus.
3's 8,000.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
So they didn't burn her the entire time?
Yeah, I was burning to catch, to get the missile next, and I couldn't fire it.
In a circle with 16.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I got merged first.
That's what I had to get shot on the guy you merged with, but it wouldn't fire, and then we merged.
Yeah. I was trying to get into, what is it, super, when you have the 2 circles in it?
Super search. It's just auto act forward. I think it's a long press.
Yeah. Now I locked on, I think I'm locked on you, Prime.
You're locked onto me.
Okay. Just broke off.
Eagle in the east, ready in the south. One's gonna come back to the west and orbit right here.
2 copy. And you're right, Prime.
Alright, Eagle, stand by. We're gathering up.
Hey, Firm, no problem.
For your, it says number 2 on you.
Yeah, it does some weird stuff. Don't trust it.
Yeah, what I think it is, it always keeps you as number 1 and everybody else. Then it starts, let's say, the other aircraft, you're number 1 and everybody else 2, 3, or 4.
That's what it should do, but it does some weird stuff. Who's next in line? I got 3 closest behind me now.
Yep, and then I'm behind 3.
Okay, Rhodey, you're 2. Okay, so now for me it's correct at this very moment, but yeah, usually it's weird.
Both of you guys are 2 for me.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, you're 2, number 2 is 3. It's weird.
So we'll keep in this trail, like 5-mile trail, whatever, and we'll keep it, we'll orbit, and then whenever they're ready, we'll go back hot to the north.
Nick, copy that.
3. I didn't know I needed to bind VR zoom again.
And both of you are Angels 26, correct?
Correct. Chilling at 400 knots.
Yeah, 2's climbing up. I was at Angels 21.
Heading 270.
Eagle, Nightmare 3.
Go for Eagle.
2 minutes from box.
A firm. So this rules will be all-out war. So any missiles are good, and I'll call fights on whenever ready.
Copy.
We need to be high and fast to be able to get our missiles over. They have PL-12s, which is basically a AIM 120 Bravo, so they got a pretty good reach for them.
Copy that. I only got 1-7 left.
You used your 20s already?
No, I mean 1-7. I still have both of my 20s.
Okay, yeah. So you can use a 7 if you want, but they have all Fox 3s, so we'll use 120s on this one.
Copy that. Switching over.
Still calling Fox on Victor.
Say again?
Are we still calling our Foxes on Victor?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, got assessed with the 120B.
We messed up. This is Dog 3. I don't think we're getting hit indication.
Yeah, my missile, the 7 didn't do anything.
Well, I mean, they're not the best, but mine hit one of them, so.
We're going to turn cold out of the western box, heading back 0.
Hit Dog 3, knock it out.
The 3 could have kept that
Western box
spacing.
is
You
off.
kind of cut the corner there. Now we're really close.
Nightmare 3 is ready.
Eagle copy. Nightmare 3 ready. Eastern box. Fights on.
Lights on.
So 2 and 3 go and head north. Yeah, go ahead and head north, and you guys could fight on this one.
2 copy. 3. Eastern box.
A firm. Eastern box.
Copy that. I got their, how do I call
Yeah,
this bullseye?
231, Angels 26.
So right now you can't.
22648.
Right now you can't really see on your HSD equivalent, so you have to kind of just look over and use your FCR. It's kind of weird now.
Yeah, I know.
So I think I've got him at 33018, Angels 29.
I think I got something at 213 Angels, 21317 Angels. Yep, 2930.
Spike 29.
Remember, you can use a jammer with J.
How do you know if the jam is on?
To finish this fight, just press J and it should be on. If it was off before.
I think I've got their lead guy 31212, 30,000.
Copy that. I got the right one.
I'm on the right one if you want to start left.
Copy that. I'll take the left.
One's hot, 20-mile trail. Look at this. Oh.
3, Fox 3, 29211, 32,000, MiG 29, cranking right.
Perfect.
Fox 3 long on my target. There, I'm turning full. 3's defensive.
Fox 3, bullseye 25615, cranking left. One's Husky out.
Two phone calls.
Dock 3 set.
They're absolute defensive and blowing top.
Dock 3 has one ship bingo. He's heading back. Number 1 has enough fuel for one more engagement.
One's turning back around.
Dog Nightmare.
Two's naked. I'm sorry, three's naked. Turn out again.
Oh, ready if you are.
One's targeted, the farther one, bullseye 288, 12, Fox 3.
Nightmare fights on Western Box.
Dock 3 fights on Western Block.
Two one.
Jack, flare.
Twos, or one's Husky out left. Go ahead, 2.
Copy that. I need the tank.
One's defensive. Alright, 2, this call, just go out south and just kind of conserve fuel.
Two cup.
3, Fox 3, 25011, 19,000.
Eastern box, knock it off, fuel. Eastern box, knock it off, fuel.
3, I'm at 1,400 pounds.
Nightmare 3.
Jeebus. Alright, one's naked, flight head south, or 130 toward the tanker.
Two.
3.
Should be that thing at 24,000.
Two copy, I got it.
So you have to just do an individual tank since you're low on fuel.
Two copy.
Eagle heading to tanker, southern tanker. We'll keep you updated as we tank. If we need and if we're going to do it again. Probably not, but we'll let you know.
Copy that.
3, I'm master caution fuel.
Three, how much fuel you have left?
1,200 pounds.
Copy that, I'm at 17. If you want, you can tank first.
How do you open the door?
Dock 3-1 dead.
Do you remember on the 16,
Knock it off, Dock 3-1.
the button to switch station? Or your, what was it, your nose wheel steering?
I found the switch, stand by. So if you see your throttles, it's on the forward part of your throttle. It's a fuel. It should say slipway override. Push that up.
Got it.
Yeah. Nightmare, knock it off, Western Box.
There is a field. Let's see. Yeah, there's one right there. It's pretty close. Seems like it's on the 0.6 or so.
Dock 3-1 heading to tanker. Bingo fuel.
I'm pushing 13.
Affirm. Eagle pushing Eagle pushing southern tanker camel.
A firm.
249. 242. 242-375. 375. Eagle flight on 13.
2. 3.
Speed.
I don't know if I'm going to make this. I got 900 pounds.
There's that field 0.6-ish.
I'm just going to land there. I can see it.
Alright, so call the tanker off.
Stay firm.
Roger.
Do you know what field that is?
No idea. You can just land. It should be fine.
Eagle 22, Camel 21. You are number 1 to refuel. Eagle 22, Camel 21. Clear to pre-contact position.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
Yep. First exciting mission with emergency right off the bat, huh? I'm about 15 miles behind you, 2.
Copy that.
I have 7,000 pounds left. Get out of burner, yo.
I was defensive like the whole fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
Eagle 22, Camel 21. Clear to contact position.
One's tally on the tanker, rejoining. About 10 miles out.
Boy.
I'm down on this unknown airfield.
Sweet, nice job. Go ahead and refuel and see what we can do from there.
You are number 2 to refuel.
How do I refuel? I've never actually done that.
You press T a couple times, and then it should say like ground refueling as the last one.
I'm not seeing it.
You press T once, and it's a hot beat refuel. Should be the 5th one.
Do I need to be on their frequency?
You able to click it or no?
It's not like highlighted.
You can go to just 2 on your channel, and it should be able to. It should come up then. Or you can just try to click it anyway.
Eagle 2-2, Camel 2-1. Heads up, tanker is entering turn.
Oh, great.
You like?
Yeah, I'm not getting this option. Parking area.
Gotta open up your fuel door.
Do I need to be in the parking area?
I think you need to be at least off the runway.
Yeah, off the runway.
You look good. You do look like you're ready for the slopes. What do they call it? A slog? Whatever. They call it the swag? Snowboard swag? Oh, yeah. Oh. Two, by the way, the fuel door is on your left side, so you might have to offset just a tad.
Yeah, I got it.
A little too far forward there, too.
I can't get this to work.
Are you on like the taxiway, like not in the middle or anything, just on the side-ish?
I'm like in the parking area at this point. Shock's installed.
And 5 is not an option for you?
Yeah, it's the only option that's blue, not blue.
Open up your fuel door. Contact 1.
I'll get a couple thousand pounds and come up and rejoin.
Alright, cool. It was your door then? Cool. Get like 8, 10 or something.
3.
I believe in you, Rhodey.
Can't even see the lights on underneath the tank.
Well, if they're out, you should stabilize. That's a good distance there. Just go up. stable right there. Steady, steady.
Contact. 1,000. Disconnect.
Seems like with the 15, it's harder to find that medium, so you might have to like pulse back and forth, like hard movements with your throttle. Just keep it in the middle.
Yeah.
And your speed brake is out just a little bit. Dog Eagle, you on this frequency?
Contact. 2,000. Disconnect.
I can't see the damn lights.
You get that sight picture.
How much for you to have?
I'm at 5,000.
Right. Bear with me.
No, you're good.
Alright, I'm back airborne en route to rejoin.
We practice that good old formation now.
Eagle 2-2, Camel 2-1. Heads up, tanker is entering turn.
Right there, stabilize, a little forward. there. Steady. Steady. A little up.
Damn it.
Might need some roll in the turn, but once it rolls out, see if you need any trim to help you a little bit.
No, trim's fine.
All right.
3s are joined.
Visual. Dog, Eagle, you on this frequency? That's a good spot. Come back a little bit. Steady right there. Steady. Back a little bit more. Steady right there. Forward just a bit. Oh, right there.
Not giving me the light.
It goes off when you're in the position. So when it goes off, just steady yourself. Right there is good. Steady. Right there, steady. Don't move.
Contact. 6,000. Disconnect.
How much fuel you got?
1900.
1900? Oh wow. Okay. Guess it goes up 1,000 every time you connect. I guess I said 6,000.
Alright, relax, relax.
Steady right there, a little higher. Steady. Steady. Looking up, steady right there. Yep, steady right there. Remember that sight picture went away for some reason, went too high. Steady, lower it just a little bit. Steady right there. Memorize a sight picture. Dog, Eagle, you on this frequency?
Eagle 2-2, Camel 2-1. Heads up, tanker is entering turn. Dog 3-2, Camel 2-1. You are number 3 to refuel.
Hello, dog.
Hello.
I gotta practice on this more. I'll let you guys tank. I've got 3,800 pounds.
Alright, copy. I'm gonna tank and then we'll formation and we'll probably land after this.
Eagle 2-1, Camel 2-1. Clear to pre-contact position.
Eagle 2-1, clear to pre-contact position.
Eagle 2-1, Camel 2-1. Clear to contact position.
Clear to contact position, Eagle.
Contact.
This is definitely much more difficult than anything I've ever done.
More difficult than the basket?
Yeah, I tried the basket with the 18. That's pretty difficult. I think the 18 it has a weird yo-yo effect. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, I know. I tried it. I got contact with it. I only got the most fuel I got was about 4,000 pounds.
Oh yeah, with this you have to basically hide the lights. If you can see the lights, you're in the wrong place.
Yep.
Contact. 2,000. Disconnect.
This This shows you why the stick needs to be like 2 feet long. It's definitely different. Dog, Eagle, how much fuel do you have?
Dock almost full. I refueled at the base.
Okay, copy. Yeah, we're on the last man here, and we'll head back after this.
Contact.
That's better. Do it like this.
There you go.
So the lights kind of rest between the top of the glass of your HUD and the middle bow, kind of where it goes there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That's much better.
Disconnect.
Almost there.
Contact. $5,000. Disconnect.
It's hard to keep it steady.
Yeah, it is.
Contact. $7,000. Disconnect.
All right, I got 8,000. I'm good to go. 3 if you want to get the view of it, you can.
Got some pictures.
Copy. Visual view. Moving to the right side. Gotcha.
Eagle 2-3, Camel 2-1. You are number 3.
I think my cue's messed up here.
Oh, give me. I need to say done. Hold on.
Dog 3-2, Camel 2-1. Cleared to pre-contact position. Roger.
Dog got in there before you. Did you choose individual?
Yes.
Try it again. See if he puts you in number 4. Or is this you in the slot there?
Yeah, I'm right there.
All right. I think we need Dog to say he's done. Dog, Eagle, are you gonna fuel or you just up here?
Stand by.
Eagle 2-3, Camel 2-1. Cleared to pre-contact position. Roger.
Okay,
Eagle
thanks.
2-3, Camel 2-1. Cleared to contact position.
Yeah, it's good to get the sight picture what it looks like because it's very different.
What am I doing? Exactly the same thing I was thinking. Yeah.
Dog 3-2, Camel 2-1. You are number 2 to refuel.
Basically, the left mirror, and you see that little wire on top of the, coming out of the right side of the mirror on top. Try to keep that about underneath the light, and it'll help you.
Okay.
Nightmare, Eagle on guard. If you can hear me, come back on guard. So Vipers, once you get done, we're almost done fueling here. Go ahead and start heading home, and we'll head home as well.
Feels like I haven't ever done this in my life.
Oh, you're too far forward. It's a really awkward spot to be. You can wait till it rolls out, make it a little easier. Basically gonna put the lights in between the top of the glass and the HUD and the beam. It's kind of weird putting it there. Dog Eagle, do you have like emergency fuel? I heard you guys went to fuel on the ground. You just want to see the site picture on the tanker?
Yeah, we both refueled on the ground, so it's mostly just site picture at this point.
Hey, Berm. Yeah, my number, oh.
They can just go ahead.
Copy, just say done.
Dog 3-2, Camel 2-1, clear to pre-contact position. Roger.
Actually almost hit me there.
Sorry.
This Eagle on tanker frequency?
2. 3-2.
He's on guard, maybe.
Somebody's locking me up.
Nightmare, you on guard? Nightmare, you on our Victor, I guess?
2-1.
Go ahead.
Somebody's locking me up. My jet's telling me to counter.
It's probably just a human. Heard Nightmare on one of these radios. I don't know where he went.
I got 2300. Try to. Okay, to home base is B.
Yeah, home base is B. Yep.
Dog 3-2, Camel 2-1, clear to contact position.
Eagle Nightmare.
You on Victor, Eagle, or Nightmare?
Eagle Nightmare.
Go.
I think Eagle may be on guard.
Right guard, Victor guard. Nightmare, Eagle on guard. He's on Victor guard, which I can't really get to right now.
I think I heard him on uniform.
I didn't hear the clicks. He must have been on Victor. That is the one guard I can't get to quickly right now. Alright, our flight's here, cool, so we're gonna go up and over. Eagle flight's gonna go up and over the tanker, gonna start heading home. Whenever you get done, just start heading home as well, no rush at all.
Two getting on your left.
Dog 3 copies.
No, stay on that side, I'm gonna turn left, stay on that side.
Copy.
Alright, 33 miles till home base. We'll see if we can do a proper overhead approach. Once we get over there, or once I get which runway we're doing, I'm gonna put us on the side we're supposed to be on.
2, 3. Should be runway 27.
Yeah. Eagle flight going to approach. See ya.
Go in the uniform set.
Osan approach. Eagle 3, flight of Eagle 2, flight of 3 Eagles. 30 miles south of the field.
Eagle 2-1, Osan approach, runway 27 right for landing.
7 right. 27 right.
Two cups.
Good evening, Eagle 2-1, Osan
Three.
approach. You're cleared all the way in. Overhead approach, runway 27 right.
Gotta click my course 90 times.
Put it on the rotary. It's a lot easier.
Well, I don't have a rotary on my HOTAS, but in the next update they fixed it. You can use your scroll.
Okay.
Alright, 21 miles. Gonna start slowing it down and descending to one right, so everybody get on the left side.
Two cups. 3.
Spacing off to the right.
Oh, I see the B. It's right next to nav. On the HUD.
Yeah. I got the runway in sight about 10 o'clock.
Altitude. Altitude.
We're gonna make the left turn to line up on 21 right, then we'll make a right overhead brake to land back on, or correction, 27 right.
Maintain 250 knots. Good evening, 42, Osan approach. Welcome back. Vectors for VFR approach, runway 27 right. QH2996.
Eagle flight setting up for a left base, runway 27 right, 20 miles east of the field. 10 miles.
Nightmare 4-2, 8 miles, straight in approach.
Got him on data link 6000. Alright, coming left inside of the turn, lining up 27 right.
42, turn left heading 075, north south, maintain 250 knots, vectors to right base.
Eagle left base, 11 miles, 27 right. 2, stay on left side. We're gonna do a break to the right.
Copy that.
Eagle 2-1, contact tower for landing, risk 30880.
Eagle going to tower, a 10-mile final, runway 27 right, buddy spike.
Look, got a 29 locking on for me.
Yep, same. Buddy spike, Eagle.
Nightmare 4-2, unable. Contact approach 0.
I think he's just a whiz.
Eagle 2.
Nightmare 4-2 is extending.
Runway 27 right. Clear for overhead.
Visual.
Stay firm. Eagle's about to be in the overhead break to the right, runway 27 right.
Roger. Nightmare 4-2 will extend out 10 miles.
So flight, make sure you time this turn so we're not on the same spot, so just wait. Give some time to delay the turn so we can spread out.
2, 3. 20 Gs.
Eagle in the overhead break, runway 27 right.
Tower, wing 290, at 2 knots. Runway 27 right. Cleared for landing. Check gear down.
Turn the brake.
Eagle 2-1, abort landing. Sector 165. Contact approach for resequencing.
Eagle continuing, turning right base to final, runway 27 right.
3's on the brake.
Eagle 2-1, final 27 right.
I lost you one.
I'm at the threshold. Wheels down.
Eagle 2-1, Osan Tower. Next time get clearance before landing.
Eagle 1-2-1, wheels down.
Two coming in.
Osan Tower, Nightmare 4-1, request landing.
Nightmare 4-1, Osan Tower. Continue inbound 4, runway 27 right. Report on final.
3's turning at 5. Eagle 2-3, turning inbound for final runway 27 right. 2 wheels down.
Eagle 2-1 off, runway left,
Switch to
last,
370.
taxiway.
Osan Tower, Nightmare 401, on final T7 rate.
Nightmare 41, Osan Tower. Continue inbound 4, runway 27 right.
Park over there.
Two wheels. Switching to uniform A. Eagle 2-3 wheels
Eagle
now.
2-2, contact below. Switch to 5370. Eagle 2-3, contact below. Switch to 5370. Nightmare 41,
Eagle 2-3 is
Osan
clear to
Tower,
active.
wing 280 at 1 knots. Runway 27 right, cleared for landing. Check gear down. Eagle 2-3, Osan Tower. You're out of line, mister. Contact the stop when you land. Eagle 2-3, contact departure.
Are you guys still in 3D?
Yeah, I'm still in 3. I have to stay in until everybody gets out. But you can get out whenever you're good.
It just teleported me back into the air.
Oh, you probably crashed then.
I held my rudder left for the crosswind and ate shit on the landing.
Oh, I guess it didn't like that, yeah.
Okay, 2's down. Good enough. Prime, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, for some reason it's looking at the ground, and then I was trying to request taxi back, and it wasn't lighting up.
Dog 3-1, Osan Tower. Continue inbound 4, runway 27 left. Report on final.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm on uniform 8,
Nightmare
right?
4-2, contact below. Switch to 5370.
9.
Oh, 9.
Yeah, I'm still on 8. It's still tower. Ground is 9.
Copy.
Nightmare 4-1, contact
That's
below.
it.
Switch
Okay.
to 5370.
Okay, I'm with some. Or rather, parked.
Sweet, yeah, hop out whenever. I gotta stay in. Everybody's still in 3D.
Dog 3-1, Osan Tower, wing 280 at 2
I'm
knots.
good now.
Runway 27 left, cleared for landing. Check gear down.
Feel free to watch or go in the debriefing room. I think everybody's in the pattern now.
Copy. Copy. Copy.
Dog 3-2, Osan Tower. Next time, get clearance before landing. Dog 3-1, contact below. Switch to 5370. Dog 3-2, contact below. Switch to 5370.
Maybe all we have is Hangry left. Oh, he's out now, so cool. Everyone's out, so I'm gonna head out as well. Look at this TAC view.
So I must not know how to contact you on guard. I was trying to mess with the radio.
So, were you on Victor Guard or Uniform Guard?
I have no idea.
So I heard you.
I did uniform guard and I couldn't get you. I went to uniform 6th when he couldn't get you. I went to uniform and I couldn't get you either.
Yeah,
I heard both of you.
Yeah, we were on the tanker, the southern tanker. So it was a separate frequency.
I heard you on 13, but I didn't know if.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to hear you, but I don't know if you could hear me.
I heard you.
Yeah, we
I
heard
think,
both of you.
I think you were on a Victor Guard because it was no clicks. So I don't think I have Victor Guard to my knowledge, but I heard you on Victor Guard, so it must be somewhere. But I couldn't think of it at the time. I went to my guard, unless our guard doesn't work, but I went to my guard on uniform and I talked and I didn't hear anything back.
I heard you when you initially did it, I think.
Okay.
Same here. And then I was on the tanker on uniform 13 and I was hearing you call uniform for guard on 13.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard you when we were on uniform 13 too.
Well, I mean, guard is a separate frequency from your 13. It's not even the same frequency.
Oh, right. So wait, so that's what I'm not understanding then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were definitely on guard because you came in on both left and right ears.
Oh.
So in uniform, and
Yeah.
13 was on my left ear, and my inner flight was on my right.
Well, that just
Same
goes to
here.
show you what I know, because I always thought VHF was guard, but I guess not.
Well, there's two. There's a VHF guard and a UHF guard. Usually,
Right.
UHF is always monitored on guard, but I think the 15 is different because I heard.
Oh.
I heard. I think I heard someone on guard, but it was Victor Guard, and I can't go to Victor Guard, to my knowledge, in the 15 yet.
Yeah, I didn't think we even had Victor on the 15.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's receiving it, so I could hear, but I couldn't figure out how to transmit on it. And then the 16, the F-16, it always monitors uniform guard. I guess the F-15 always monitors Victor guard. I guess I'll have to see how that, what actually it does. That's what it seems like off of what happened today.
Well, in the manual, it tells you that the radios are on the 15 are UHF-1 and UHF-2. It doesn't even mention Victor, does it?
Nope.
No.
No, it
well,
doesn't.
Comm 2 is your Victor, because that's what we were talking on when intraflight.
Yeah, that's
so
2.
15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 are the Victor channels for the flights. I don't know what everything else is.
But it's on UHF frequencies, correct?
No, we looked in
No.
our. No, they're not.
And the 16, it's on VHF.
VHF.
No,
VHF.
no, I mean
15s
the
as well.
15.
It's on VHF
Mhm.
as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do they call it
Interesting.
UHF then?
Typo?
Simism. I think in there it says it's a UHF radio, but for BMS, 15, 16, 17, and 18, and 19 have a Victor crystals. That's how they used to. I guess it's a Victor crystal in there. But they made it work. I think all the other frequencies are. I think I remember reading in the manual somewhere, but there's something else.
Yeah, I have the, like I said, I have the, what is it, the IDE extracted, so I know which uniform and Victor channels.
I hear you guys were going that way. I don't know what you went southwest.
Oh, is that for dog?
Yeah. I think your steer points are over
turned,
here.
and then we started messing with the situational display, and I just kept going.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just that.
Right. Let's do a quick 5-minute debrief here. Quasi left. Mailman about for Nightmare 2 kind of happened. You're doing two different things.
I mean, I thought everything was great going out there, and then when the first engagement, we couldn't launch on you guys, which as I thought was really unfair, but
Good.
But that's all right. No, I think somebody launched on me, and I believe I evaded it. I didn't get the long tone, but what I got was right before the missile. I saw the missile on my RWR, the M. I wasn't getting a steady tone. I was getting a beeping tone, like beep, 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 continuous.
Was it fast or was it like that?
Yeah, about the speed I was just doing it.
Okay.
I had one of those too, like that. Just, yeah,
Right.
same thing.
Yeah, that's the AMRAAM.
Okay, so that's the AMRAAM telling you it's on this way. Okay.
Yeah.
And I never got a beep, the long beep or anything telling me I got hit or anything.
So that's because we didn't have CATMs. So we were using lives. So I should have explained that. But yeah, the lives they don't do the beeping stuff, but the CATMs do that beeping stuff.
Okay, I thought you guys had CATMs too. So.
No.
Okay, all right. So that's why I wasn't getting that. But I evaded the missile, and then I turned back in, and I got into somebody went right on by me, and so I turned and got on his tail and basically was dogfighting, but I locked him, but I didn't shoot. But I thought it was weird because when he went by me, whoever it was that went by me never fired on me, and he had a dead ringer shot.
Yeah, I think that was me.
Okay. Was it, were you on missiles?
No, I think we're in two different boxes. Mailman's in the west and we're in the east.
Yeah.
You'd have to look at the thing to see. It was the first engagement.
Okay, let's go back.
Because I got around somebody in a circle and I was behind him with an aim 9, but it just wouldn't fire.
Yeah, that's the eastern box. We're in the western box right now.
Okay, that's
This
me
is
with
the
missiles
first.
going, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
so
first engagement. This is
when I came
mailman.
in, I shot my AIM 7 as if it was a 120, so I kind of foobarred that.
Ah, yeah, just kind of flying.
So yeah, I didn't keep it within the notch, and after that, it just kind of all went to hell.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, he
And-
did fire missiles.
You're
Just
not
kinda went-
STT. Click it twice.
Yep, and the second one I got on and didn't do STT. I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't do it.
So here we got into I just stayed on his tail, stayed in dogfight mode,
Yeah.
and locked him
Yeah.
up a couple of times, but I didn't fire. I figured I was safe because I figured he didn't have
Ooh,
rear
that.
firing missiles. So, and then we
Switching
were
to
told
guns.
Yeah, I was waiting for a hit.
AIM-9 also can't fire. I can't lock with AIM-9.
Interesting.
I had trouble locking with the AIM-9 from the F-16 also.
Really, I was able to lock him up with the AIM-9, no problem.
Yeah, I don't know
Dogfight.
what was going on. Yeah, I switched it and it was growling away and it just wouldn't get a tone.
I didn't attempt to shoot it though.
I think
That's-
mine was locked in pretty good.
And pretty much right around here, pretty soon, we just decided you
Reset.
called it.
Yeah.
And to
Right,
reset.
Also, there is no indication either AIM-7 or MRAM.
So you,
Now, did you guys
So I shoot to AIM-7 and it go for nothing.
It says on the situation display in the bottom left, there's like a little button or a little icon.
yeah, you gotta
guys
go to
have
your
your
SMS
jammers
page.
on?
Yeah, we did. Well, what eastern box
the
did?
Western.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
What was that question?
If you had your jammers on, because I wasn't getting any indication that you did, so I was wondering.
I had mine on at least during part of it. But once I shot or figured you shot, I turned it off.
Okay, here's the second engagement.
How far is that? 40-something miles? Lofted that thing at you. 27,000, same parameters here. Lofted that missile. Cranked. Turned away. That.
Yep, and at that point, I got the tone. I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah.
my mind didn't register it.
Oh.
So it's like I'm waiting to blow up, not have a tone. I've never used the CATMs before, so.
Yeah, tone means you're dead.
Yeah, right after I shot, it's like, wait, there was a long tone, so I called myself dead at that point in time. But they killed me before I shot.
Yeah, you'd have been. Yeah, you'd been dead.
Well, where was my missile launch? I launched a missile.
Yeah, way over here.
Yeah, you hit me.
Way over here.
You hit me with that thing at the beginning. I was dead. I just didn't register I was dead.
I see Wolfman firing when I don't see me
Oh,
firing.
no, I didn't. No, I thought that was you. Never mind.
I thought that was.
No,
something.
I
was that one?
fired one before I got fired upon. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
There it goes.
And see, those two didn't count. Those were
Right.
I was
So
already
that
dead.
one hit. That one just hit me.
Yeah, but I was already dead.
He was already dead.
Oh, so it don't count.
Yeah, he was dead from the first one.
Yep, definitely dead. But yeah, I know you probably saw him cranking and stuff, Faith.
Yes. But he was fairly far out, so I thought I had enough time to shoot at about 27-ish miles.
Yeah.
When,
He was far. He shot it at 40 miles. That's crazy.
It was so far away, I didn't even think of it as a threat.
Huh.
I should have.
That was a Fox
I
3 long.
don't know. The
he lost
DLZ
it.
said it was a good time to shoot, so I did.
Yeah, PL12s.
Oh, you had PL12s.
Yeah, those are nasty.
Never mind, I forgot. Yeah, PL12s are something.
Especially at 27,000 feet going Mach 1. Yeah, it's just hungry, going straight in.
Yeah,
Streamline.
I didn't think about them being PL12s. I hate PL12s when you're on the receiving end.
That was a knock it off on that call.
Yeah, we were after the first engagement. My number 2 was already way past bingo.
Yeah, we had the same. We had like 1,200 pounds.
And I had enough, but I started to go to the for the air refueling, and then I looked at my fuel. I'm like, there's no way.
Good.
Quantum, just we were flying over what's the big airport?
Oh, that one on the somewhere.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just basically luck. We fly over because what were you down to? You were less than 900 pounds of fuel left. So that's one thing is the F-15 is really quiet when you're in burner, relatively.
Oh
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a chair shaker, so now I can I'll just shake my chair while it's in burner.
That would make me go to the bathroom.
It's like just constant. It's funny. All right, let's go over here.
Still adjusting it. I just barely got it today.
So we had 3 on the eastern side. We all 3 went on this first time. Second time, I kind of just let 2 of them go. We kind of spread here. See on this turn. Oh, I didn't know who was who. So yeah, Ale when that for the spacing, just kind of wait. I know you just then this delay because if you cut the corner there, we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're 1 mile. But yeah, had both of them go the first time. Well, the second time. But this is the first time here. We're getting our master mode set, and then I called fights on. So we were using our jammers. It's on the other side. Wolf, did you see respectively jammers stuff? Did you see our jammers?
No, only on. Actually, I did, yes. But
Okay.
I knew you guys were in the Eastern Box, so I didn't pay attention. But I did notice. I think it was Faith or Quantum. One of them had it on too.
Yeah, over there, yeah.
But I was able to see yours briefly. But like I said, I wasn't really paying attention because I knew you were in the other box.
Let's see, Wolf, you're in. Should be with us. Oh, Hangry and Quasi. Oh, never mind. Hangry, Quasi. So Hangry. Did you see us? You saw us jamming and stuff? Okay.
Yeah. I saw you jamming. I don't know. Quasi kept saying he could burn through, and he was able to lock onto the lead, whoever the lead was.
I think it was Rody.
On one of them, and then he took a shot. I know. And then I think I don't know what I did, but I know eventually I was able to lock onto the guy on the right to me, which would be the left of the lead. I got in a tussle. Somebody did launch a missile at me. I saw a missile alert.
You launched 6 AIM-9Xs at me in like 10 seconds.
Jeebus.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was. I don't know. I couldn't. It wasn't showing anything, and I didn't hear any tones or beeps.
Oh, did anybody have CATMs? The 9 CATMs actually go off the rail. I mean, the other the P15s and 120s do, but I don't remember the 9 doing it when I last
They
used
don't.
it.
They
Yeah, I
don't.
don't remember. They changed it a couple times.
Yeah. Now they will show in the tech view, I believe, but you don't visually see them.
Yeah, that's why I got a little confused because the other ones came off the rails.
Understandable.
But now I know you gotta I think it did make a tone though, but I thought that was them. But that must have been me.
Yeah. Yeah, this first one it was only aim 7s, 16s didn't shoot. Yeah, Rody, you're going Mach 1.5. Like you were in burner like the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he goes under me. Is this where he goes? Somebody goes right under me, and I couldn't lock him with the 9 or something. It wouldn't lock, but
basically level.
Yeah, and then I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, I see him. That's when I called merge.
Yeah, I remember merge, and I was looking at I was gonna help you, but I'm like, you're merged, and this guy's coming hot, so I switched on the other guy. It's 2 versus 1, so I'm like, you guys could probably handle it. The first lock I got, and it said 15. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna knock it off. So I just went to this other guy, went to Quasi. Got a close Fox 1 shot. Boop.
Oh, you got.
See, I had them locked, but I couldn't couldn't fox the 9X. I couldn't pick a load off for some reason.
Well, you had to be in short missile mode.
Yeah.
I had the like tone and everything.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It wouldn't work.
Oh.
No.
I know when I made that sharp right turn, somebody had me lit up like a firecracker.
I wonder if you have to uncage before it goes off, because
I uncaged it too.
Oh, it didn't
So
work?
I can't log to my number one when we're in flight. I tried test aim 9 and it won't log it.
Interesting.
Yeah. When I press uncage, the indicator goes
Yeah, that's there.
up
Look, you got.
and right corner.
There's that thing that knock it off somewhere in here.
It was like right
Yeah,
after I
we
was
turned
right
around.
behind him.
But those with the 2 on me, I thought I was like dead. And
Yeah, you were. That was 2, and then we'll go over it later. But once you get in this, but you don't want 2 people going after the same person, because you could crash into each other really quickly. Because you're going after the same person, and then in this now you're in front of Rhodey, and at this point Rhodey should notice that he's in front and say,
I saw him.
2.
I saw him, and I tried to evade him.
Yeah, you'd be like 2 supporting, and you just kind of go off to the side and support this engagement here. You don't both go after the same one.
Yeah, I should have gone after the left one, but I didn't have my VR zoom bound, and I couldn't fucking tell like what was what. So I only knew that the thing in front of me was that I was looking at the whole time was the F-16.
Oh, okay.
I saw the U and the other 16, but I couldn't really tell which one was which.
Yeah, see, when we're coming
about
out
here.
of this.
Saw this line.
Yeah, and I guess I locked him, but I couldn't really tell.
I was above you there, so I guess. I did take care of Quasi, so that was good. That was the first engagement.
Yeah, that was it. Then we go to
Set you guys in first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I heard you sorting. Ale, you were sorting stuff. I remember hearing that. Sorted left and right. There's a Bravo going out.
yeah, Quasi announced that to me. He's like, I gotta turn. He went evasive.
77s. Ooh, nice.
Missed
Angry's
me.
already hot. He bonsai'd with y'all. Jeez. Bonsai. Hey, Bonsai still able to get a launch off. I'm launching at him.
There's the aim 9.
Oh, Jesus, man. Fire everything.
Did I evade all
That
those
was a
missiles?
machine gun approach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the aim 9s in the test mode. I gotta play with that a little.
It's a rotary A9 launcher.
Yeah, it just goes like
Yeah,
a revolver.
So I didn't hear any tones, and I have no idea if I actually evaded those missiles.
Yeah, it seems like you did. I don't think you got hit.
Well, the aim 9s I think were a little out of range, but
that one you got away from that one too. Just barely,
got
but
away from all over.
It doesn't seem like you ever got hit.
No, I didn't get hit either.
No, somebody had me launched a missile at me, and I got out of it. But
I spun hot and launched before we knocked it off, but I think I launched an aim 7 on accident.
That must have been what I saw then
Yep.
coming at me.
That was it. Boop. Quasi's behind me. I was naked. I came back around. I saw Rhodey going cold. Came back. I launch. Quasi launches up 6,000 feet above him there. I'm cranking, still supporting, but then I'm out at Husky. The missiles pitbull. And
that hit
some.
Yeah, I launched an aim 7. Oops.
It's hard with those aim 7s. It's difficult to.
Yeah, it'll automatically switch to them.
Yeah, I didn't know what I had selected. I just spun and fired.
That was knock it off there. So on a Nightmare side, how was the tanking over there? Was it pretty
It
good?
went pretty smooth.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, the 15, it's way difficult. It's not the same at all. Definitely some adjustments to do.
It felt like it was my first time fucking tanking in my life.
Yeah, but like a
Tell me
noob.
about it.
I think that was my second time tanking. So with the 15, I think I tried a couple weeks back.
Same.
At least I got about 2,000 pounds of fuel.
Yeah.
I couldn't even connect. I just fucking gave up.
Well, the one thing too is you had 135s, which are more difficult than the KC-10 in BMS. I mean, historically, it's been that way. It's more erratic. So you guys had a 135, we had a KC-10. Or wait, was it the other way around?
Yeah, we had a KC-10, you had a 35.
Yeah. Because ours was, especially in a turn, it was much more bouncier than normal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we were getting a lot of
Way too fast.
up and down, pulsing.
Oh, okay.
And it was really, really hard. I mean, I came in, I was just about all lined up, and all of a sudden the tanker just kind of bounced up.
Huh.
Yeah, the 135s will do that, and I don't know why, but it's been like that for a long time.
We had Ale land there. He had like 69 pounds left, so he landed at the airfield.
Nice.
And yeah, he landed there, got some fuel. Me and Rhodey attempted to tank. Rhodey had probably 70 pounds of fuel left, and got some fuel enough to stay airborne, so that was good. But it definitely was some growing pains to get used to the sight picture and things.
Yeah. You gotta, it's not centered. It's over to the left, and just gotta get that mental picture of
Yeah.
your goodness. It's difficult.
Yeah, you got to put the lights in between the top of the glass on your HUD and the support beam. That's where the lights go. Makes it a little bit easier.
Where
Sight
the
picture.
wire is at.
Huh?
The wire.
I don't know
There's two
what
wires.
wire.
Two wires coming out of that left mirror.
Oh, I put it on the center, like it's on the center line. It's just between the HUD glass, top of the HUD glass, and then the center of the support beam.
Can you do a view from inside the cockpit in this thing?
You can, but it's won't really do anything.
Yeah, you could with your mouse. You could.
I mean, there's no references. It's just a 2D screen. I could take a picture on my video. I have a video of it. Yeah, like the HUD is like right. The top of the HUD is right here, and then the top of the top of the HUD is right here, and then the beam is right here. So you put the lights right in between that little slit between the two.
See, I had it a little bit to the left, and that's when I got connected.
Oh, I mean, you can get connected at any point in there, but it's just easier to, because there is a time you can get connected, but the lights are completely obscured by your support beam.
Exactly.
So that's not where you should be. And it's a lot more. You got to make more aggressive adjustments with the throttle because the engines are a beast. So you got to, if you need to get some speed quickly, like kind of basically go into like mill for like quarter of a second and then come back to back where you were. And it's large movements because it doesn't like for you to put your throttle in one spot.
I noticed that, and that because I first was doing, I was used to the 16, gentle movement, but with this is nope, push it up all the way.
All the way up, all the way down, like it's back and forth a lot.
Yep.
Well, that's it for the official. We're going to watch the landing here in a second, but Thank you guys for coming. Hopefully you learned something. We'll be
Oh,
flying the
absolutely.
15 a couple more times, and we'll get back in the 16. Just want to get everybody acquainted with it, so kind of know what it's like.
I like it. I do like it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be much
it's
nicer
nice.
once it's refined.
Yeah, the next update is some good stuff coming up.
So
Sweet.